And I think it is Frankie Hilton and Jason Eastep. The delay on the football game, the officials were a little bit late getting here. They only got here about 10 minutes ago, so they had to get ready before the football game could start. Also, the Corbin Football Boosters Club really brought a chartered bus up here, and it was late getting here. It just got here probably 10 till 8 or something like that.
Well, this really worked out good for Eddie Pierce and Dirk Hopkins and those guys that helped with the television, because they were in here rushing around and the game wasn't ready to start. And again, I want to compliment Eddie Pierce and the job he does with this program. He's really put a lot of effort into it, and Corbin should be very thankful for a person like Eddie Pierce.
Well, he does work many, many hours and does a good job at it, too.
This should be an exciting football game, Dave. Corbin coming off somewhat of a disappointing loss to Bell County last week. 1-2, that's not a place normally that you see Corbin this time of year, although they have played a pretty tough schedule. And Coach Adams feels like this is a pretty important win for him here. He needs to get a win here and get back on a winning track. And his kids need confidence. They need to understand that they still have a good football team, which I don't think anybody questions that this is a pretty good football team. And he definitely wants to get on a winning track here tonight at Glasgow. And again, it's Jeff Garman coming back to his hometown and the place where he played his high school football. And I would like to compliment Coach Jeff Garman and the job he's done at Corbin High School, and very fortunate to have Jeff coaching there.
And he certainly, I think all the Corbin coaching staff on the football and on the basketball side and the baseball side of things, all the Corbin sports, the reason they are so successful is a lot of dedicated people who work very hard to make them that way. Corbin will be kicking the football away. Back to return for Glasgow will be number 15, Bennett Wright. Also back there looks like number 22 for the Glasgow Scotties. We'll try to get them set here for you. That is Channing Furryman. And over on the right side, number 30, Jeff Kingery.
Pretty good Corbin crowd on hand here, Dave, as the charter bus steals some of the people getting off it. But a lot of faithful have come over here to Glasgow to see the Dogs.
Well, we're ready to go to kick it away. Number 42, Matt Phillips. He will kick from the 40. The ball flat on the tee. Glasgow wearing the blue uniforms trimmed up in white. Corbin in the white jerseys with red and the gray pants with red and white. We're ready to go. Just kick back and enjoy some exciting high school football here on Southeast Kentucky's T107. The kick is going to be fielded by number 22. That's Channing Furryman, and Furryman heads right across the 30-yard line with it up to near the 33. Down there, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Glasgow Scotties from their own 33-yard line.
Scott Hart along with Wesley Moore hustling down, also Greg White down on the kickoff team. Special teams very important in a game like this. With Glasgow, they possess all that speed. It's important that the special teams play well.
And once again, the quarterback is number 11, Chad Meadows. Wide out to the right side goes number 25, Corey Jackson. That'll be the near side of the field. Glasgow working just off the hump, and Meadows is back to pass immediately. He's looking long. He's got a man down there, but he's overthrown him. Racing to the football, number 15, Bennett Wright, at about the 35-yard line. The pass was long, though, by Meadows, and it'll bring up now 2nd down and 10 from the 33-yard line for Glasgow.
He's a right-handed quarterback, Dave. He was running to the left that time, threw off balance, and really threw that football a long way. It was a pretty impressive throw because he threw that ball all the way across his body and really got something on it.
He didn't throw it high either. That ball had very little arch on it. It was a bullet. Well, we have wideouts, double wideouts this time to the left side. Number 15, Bennett Wright, and number 25, Corey Jackson. Meadows is going to pitch this one back, though, to number 22, Channing Furryman, or Fryman.
I've just seen the first lightning of the night.
Uh-oh.
And I won't see many of those folks. You can look for me about London if it starts this lightning.
Fryman on the carry, not for much, up to about the 34-yard line, gain maybe of a yard. So the Corbin defense has held Glasgow now, and they're facing 3rd down and 9. 3rd and 9. To the near side of the field, out wide goes number 25, Corey Jackson. To the left side of the field is number 15, Bennett Wright. Here's Meadows. He's dropping back to pass, lets it go to right. He's got him up at the 40, and he is drilled there, knocked all the way back to the 38-yard line, short of the 1st down. And it brings up 4th for the Glasgow Scotties, short by about 5 yards. Only a gain of 3 on that play. Good coverage by the Hound defense.
Defensively in there along that front line tonight, Jason Noel, Travis Smith, also Sean Sargent, Brent Willoughby, and looks like Shane Creekmore playing an outside linebacker.
Well, it's always dangerous when your quarterback is the punter. And a flag on the play. I think maybe a Glasgow player didn't get off the field in time.
quite sure what it is.
Now the official's over to explain it to him. 10 minutes, 29 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. Just underway. First offensive possession, and Glasgow has the football facing 4th down and 5. Like Burley told you, there's some lightning starting to flash here in Glasgow. There's an 80% chance of thunderstorms here. We understand it's rained a lot around southeast Kentucky. Matter of fact, some football games there have been canceled until tomorrow night. Lynn Camp game was called off. The North Laurel game was also called off. Well, they picked the flag back up. I think he just wanted to lecture the player about something. And Meadows is all set to punt. He'll be punting from about the 30. Michael Wyatt and Jason Eastep back to receive. Eastep will get it on the 25 over on the right side. He's heading back to the left. Now he cuts back to the right and slips. He is down, says the official, on the 27-yard line. When he slipped, his knee touched, and down he went.
That time good, special team coverage for Glasgow as they hustle down and didn't give Jason very much room to return the football.
Yeah, I think Jace would have been better off just if he kept heading for the left side that time.
Yeah.
When he tried to cut back right, he slipped, and there he went.
You never know that, though, till you try it, right?
That's true, yeah. We could let him maybe see if they could run the play again. Eastep is out to the left side. Corbin lines up in the wishbone. Okuma, Phillips, and Mike Wyatt. Handoff is straight up the middle across the line of scrimmage, barely, maybe by a half yard or so. Didn't get the carry on that play. Burley, did you get him?
No, sure didn't. Starting at quarterback again tonight will be Jody Mauser along with Chris Okuma, Matt Phillips, and also, get that other one, Dave.
Did get Mike Wyatt on the carry that time, gain of around a yard.
Mike Wyatt starting also tonight.
The I formation lined up behind quarterback Jody Mauser. Okuma the fullback. Phillips is the tailback. Eastep is wide to the left. Mims in tight on the right, the near side of the field. Oh, and a handoff went that time to Phillips. Looked like that Matt might have a hole there, but he was shut down very quickly by number 33, Scotty Mitchell. Mitchell got over there very quickly to shut that hole down. Brings up 3rd down now for Corbin. Both teams sluggish on their first offensive possessions of the football game. 9:14 to go first period. No score. 3rd and 9 facing the Hounds, right in the middle of the field now from the 27-yard line. Once again, it's the I. Frankie Hilton on the right side. Jason Eastep is on the left side, and Mauser's back to pass. He's got lots of pressure, lets it go. Incomplete. Knocked away from Frankie Hilton at the 40. And Jody Mauser was grilled pretty good just as he let that football go.
Yeah, I don't know whether they stunned it or what happened right there, Dave, but he didn't have very much protection as he had to unload it in a hurry.
So Corbin will have to punt the football away. To receive it for Glasgow will be number 15, Bennett Wright. He's 6 foot, 195 pounds, a junior. He'll be the lone person back to receive the punt. He's going to sit up right on the 35-yard line. First off, though, we have an official timeout, an equipment problem with one of the Glasgow players. Yeah, this weather's changed. You know, when we first got here, it didn't feel rainy, but now you can kind of feel that breeze starting to pick up, and it's a lot of lightning, and it's a bit more like rain than it did when we first got here.
You can bet we're going to see rain, Dave.
Matt Phillips to punt. He will get it away from the 17-yard line, gets a good one. Wright will take it at the 37, up to the 40, out to the right side of the 45, and gets to midfield. Mike Wyatt there to get him from behind. Down he goes. But pretty good field position now for the Glasgow Scotties. They'll have it 1st and 10 from midfield on the 50-yard line.
Shane Creekmore also hustling down for Corbin. In the secondary will be Mauser, Frankie Hilton, Jason Eastep. The linebackers are Chad Adams, Chris Okuma, and also Creekmore's playing some in there tonight. Ends are Willoughby and Matt Phillips.
Chad Meadows, the quarterback, in behind his center. Number 51, Stephen Hughes, has the I formation behind him. 2 out to the left side. He's going to let it go, and it's going to be caught. Taken by number 25, Corey Jackson. He's going to go. Caught that football at the 35 and in for the touchdown, and it's Glasgow 6, Corbin, nothing. A 50-yard pass completion that time from the quarterback Meadows to Corey Jackson, and Glasgow draws first blood with 8:19 to go here in the first.
Well, we said it, Dave, they're going to be a big play team, and that's what happened. They got right in the middle of the field there, and Jody seemed to slip there. I don't know if he was in the coverage or not, but found himself wide open and was able to sprint for the touchdown.
And Meadows is on to kick the extra point. He's the quarterback, is also the punter and the place kicker. Chance to put the Scotties on top here by a tally of 7-0 if he kicks it through. Kick is up, blocked. Jody Mauser, his second block kick of the year. Good job by Jody, so it stays at 6-0. That's important, and we'll be right back. This is Red Hound Football on Southeast Kentucky Sports Leader T107. Well, I don't know. Can't hear my man at the station there, but I think it's time to resume here from Glasgow High School.
Number 27, Michael Wyatt.
The Scotties will be kicking away. To kick it will be number 87, Chad Davis. So Meadows, the punter, and also the place kicker. But the kickoff man, number 87, Chad Davis. Back to receive for Corbin. Right in the middle of the field is number 27, Mike Wyatt. Out to the right side, 36, Scott Hart. And to the left side, number 11, Frankie Helton. The up backs, number 28, Lance Wyatt, number 12, Jason Eastep, and number 10, Chad Adams. Well, Glasgow leads 6-0, 8:19 to go in the first. The kick is going to be caught by Wyatt at the 10. He's out to the 20, to the 25, 30-yard line. Ball fumbled and recovered by Corbin, I think. Right in on the 30-yard line, the ball was knocked loose. The Corbin player was able to fall on it. They're going to move it back down to the 29, and it's 1st and 10 from the Hounds. 29-yard line off the right side of the field. Burley?
Well, Corbin here, Dave, needs to get some type of running game mixed in with their passing game and get the ball out off their end to get some momentum. Again, they're just coming off a loss, and the kids need some confidence.
Corbin lines it up this time in the power eye. In the backfield, Okuma, Phillips, and Wyatt. Handoff is fake to Phillips. Mauser rolling out to the left. He's got his man Helton at the 40. Dropped immediately as he catches the football, but Jody Mauser delivers a strike to Frankie Helton. That'll be enough for the first down, so 1st and 10 from there for Corbin.
Frankie ran a drag pattern across the middle there, and he's hurt, Dave, as he goes out and holler, and I think he's got a hurt shoulder.
Yeah, Frankie's down. He could go no farther as he tried to make his way across the field. The trainers are out to look at him.
That would be a terrible blow for Corbin should Frankie Helton go down, because they're already without McCowan, and Frankie, another one of those defensive backs and skilled athletes.
Well, they attend to Frankie Helton right now. We'll get in a 30-second timeout and be right back. 7:51 to go in the first. 6-0 Glasgow on top. This is Red Hound Football on your sports leader, T107. Frank, I can't hear you on that talkback for some reason. There you go. There you go. I could hear you a while ago. It sounded like a little... I think Terry said that thing was shorting out a little bit the other night. Well, 1st and 10 for the Hounds. Frankie Helton is helped off the field from the 40-yard line. Handoff goes to Wyatt, heading out to the right side, and he is drilled at the 41. Bangs his way on up to the 42-yard line. Meadows in on the bottom of that stack. Also number 82, Wilhelm, getting up out of there. A bunch of Glasgow players in to help make the stop.
Got to give Mike White a lot of credit right there, Dave. Not a lot of room over there. As Glasgow pursued the ball very well to the left. Mike just stuck his head down in there and got what he could.
Mike got hit right on the 40-yard line, but he just bounced off players on up to the 42. Corbin working off the right side. Phillips in tight on the left, and the handoff goes to Scott Hart, who just came on, and Scott's going to be dropped for a loss on that play of 5 yards. Good coverage by the Glasgow defense, and that'll bring up now 3rd down and nearly 15 for Corbin.
That was a blitz that time, and really he came pretty quick, and we didn't have a chance to pick him up in there. And I know that was one of Coach Adams' concerns, is they were going to have to try to block some people to be able to run the football also.
Well, Glasgow is 1-2. They beat Barron County, but lost to Bowling Green big, and then lost to E-Town by only 3 last Friday night. Corbin also 1-2. It's 6-0. Glasgow on top, 6.5 to go in the first period. Mauser with 2 wide to the right, drops back to pass. He's looking long. He's throwing down there for Roots, and it will be intercepted. Picked off at the 35-yard line, number 22 on that interception for Glasgow.
That time Jody had time to hang it out there, but he just didn't have the arm to catch Jeff down there as both receivers went up for the football, and the Glasgow receiver was able to come down with it. It didn't turn out all that bad, although, you know, you would have liked to have gotten a first down, certainly, but it's equally as good as a punt by just throwing that thing down there.
Yeah, I have to agree. You know, you go for it, and if you don't get it, you don't lose a whole lot on that play, I don't think. Channing Fryman on the interception that time for Glasgow. There's another official timeout. More equipment problems. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Scotties at the 35-yard line.
Frankie Hilton is not back in the game, but we did see him get up on his own and walk off the field, so hopefully his injury isn't serious.
Yeah, as soon as we can, we'll go down to Chuck Selvey and see if he's found out anything about Frankie's condition and get your report from down at field side. Well, 1st and 10 from the Scotties, working right off the 35-yard line, split in the backfield. Pitch back goes to Fryman, and he gets right back to the 35-yard line before he is dumped. Chad Adams on the tackle. Number 70 in there for the Hounds.
Also Brent Willoughby, defensive end.
And number 74, Corbin, is, of course, Travis Smith. So Smith, Willoughby, and Adams in on that stop. Meadows dropping back, flag on the play. That'll be some kind of a motion against, I'm sure, Glasgow. And if we can, I will try to go down field side with Chuck Selvey. And Chuck, you found out anything at all about Frankie Hilton?
Yeah, apparently Frankie had rolled over his AC joint in his right shoulder. I talked to Kim Clear, the team physical therapist, and he said that Frankie would probably be back in later on in the game. So the injury isn't really that severe, thank gosh.
Okay, thank you very much, Chuck. Well, Chuck Selvey down at field side, and that's a report on Frankie Hilton, and Frankie will be back probably in this football game. Wideouts both ways for Meadows. He's facing 2nd down and 16. He's looking to pass, looking for Wilhelm over the middle. He can't find him, so he's going to keep it himself and gets up to the 33-yard line. Hit hard there by Jason Eastep. Jason put a helmet right into him. And that'll be another loss on the play, loss of about a yard.
The umbrellas are out and up, Dave.
Yes, people act like it's going to rain here, Burley, huh? If it rains much, you'll come right in on me and you. We're right in the end of the press box, and it's open.
Well, we always say we like to get the crowd noise, but we don't want the crowd elements, right, of the rain and the wind.
Take the noise, forget the elements. Jackson wide to the right, wide to the left side, number 15, Bennett right. Meadows is going to fake the handoff. He's looking for right. He's looking for right. He's going to throw it to Wilhelm, though, and he's got it up at the 50. And that is going to be enough for a Glasgow first down. So first down for the Scotties, just at about midfield. Let's call it their own 49-yard line.
That time the quarterback very patient for Glasgow. He wanted to throw it a little sooner than he did, but he waited and he waited, and he got Wilhelm right in the middle of the field as he worked open in behind the linebackers.
Yeah, he kept looking for Bennett Wright out on that left side, and he just never was open, so he finally adjusted and threw it to Marcus Wilhelm, his big wide receiver. He's 6'6". Here's Meadows to pass again. He's getting pressure from Willoughby. Now he's going to go down at the 45-yard line. Brent Willoughby in on him. Number 70, Travis Smith, finally in there to make the stop along with Brent Willoughby. So good pressure by the Corbin D that time. It'll bring up now 2nd and 15. Let's call it 2nd and 14 for Glasgow.
Well, the best pass defense, Dave, is a good rush, and that's what Corbin did then. They got some people to him, and I know that's what they want to continue to do, is try to get some people to him, put some pressure on him, and not give him a lot of time to throw the football.
Well, his first quarter is counting away fast, down to 4 minutes to go in the first. 6-0, Glasgow on top. They scored on a 50-yard touchdown pass. Here's the quick out to Wright, and Wright is run out of bounds by Corbin at the 50-yard line. Not much there for Bennett Wright, number 15. And we'll bring up now 3rd and 10. 9. The yard markers say.
How about 11?
Yeah, I think they're a bit off. I would say.
Yeah, that's what I was looking. It looks like it's behind. But
yeah, it's behind the 10-yard marker, but
I'm not going to referee, nor am I going to carry the change tonight.
Is that right? You're not going to referee any for us?
Nope, nor carry the chains.
Working off the right side, Glasgow facing now 3rd down and about 11 yards, actually. Meadows is rolling out the pass. Chad Adams in on him. He's looking, he's throwing. It's going to be knocked down and almost intercepted by Jason Eastep at the 35-yard line. Well, he's looking down there once again for Wright, number 15.
Meadows probably should have kept that one outside, Dave. He got outside our containment there and really probably could have picked up 7, 8, 9 yards had he turned it up and ran.
So the Corbin defense holds. Meadows will kick it. Punt it away. Back to receive for Corbin. Jason Eastep. Corbin with only Jason back there. They're going to try to block this punt. Now Mauser is going to back off a bit. Corbin comes hard. They're in on him, but he gets the kick away. A nice kick, too, by Meadows. Goes over Eastep's head. It'll go into the end zone, maybe. No, Glasgow there to save that football on the 1-yard line. Number 10 down there for the Scotties, Ricky Gargeron.
Well, that time Jason did what you teach kids to do. Hey, if it's over your head past the 10, let it hit, and it'll bounce in the end zone. But I'll be daggone, that one's bounced like a lot of them have bounced this year, just not our way, as it took a lateral bounce rather than on into the end zone as normally you would think it would.
Hey, you know, Glasgow, they seem to have pretty good luck when they take on the Corbin Redhounds. So Corbin pinned deep in their own territory now. 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line. They're going to invert the wishbone. I see Phillips back there. Handoff, though, is going to go to Okuma. Chris Okuma up to the 5-yard line. Just a bit across the 5, brings up 2nd down.
I'm going to stand up here a little while now, Dave. This middle chair's got me a little nervous.
And lightning probably won't strike you, Burley. You'll never be sure, but it probably won't. So Corbin up near the 5-yard line on that run by Okuma. Scott Hart is checked in the backfield, but he's going to go wide to the right side now out of the backfield. It's really hard to see from here who's there for Corbin. Mauser on the keep. He's going to cut it upfield. He's got some room. He's at the 10. He's at the 15-yard line, across the 15 to the 16. And that's a 1st down, a much-needed 1st down for the Corbin Redhounds.
That was kind of a bootleg keep to the right side, and Scott Hart really did a good job out there as he was wide, picking up a block. It enabled Jody to turn it upfield and get to 1st down, and a very much needed one at this point due to the fact that we're backed way down there by the goal line.
So Jody Mauser picks up the 1st down for his team, and Corbin now will take it 1st and 10 from right on about the 15-yard line. The staggered eye lined up there behind Mauser. He's going to give it off to Matt Phillips, and Matt having to drag players across the 15 to about the 16. Just no hole there for Matt Phillips.
You know, we haven't really pushed them off the line to this point. You know, and again, they're gaming in there and coming, and that's not always the line's fault. A lot of times when you can't run the football, everybody wants to jump on the tackles and the guards, but it's not always their fault, as Glasgow just seems to be able to get a lot of people free in there right now to stop our running game.
Yeah, Glasgow not all that big on the line as far as bulk is, but they're tall and also some very quick players up on their offensive line. Jason Eastep is wide to the right. Corbin working off the left hash marks, facing 2nd and 9. Time running down here in the 1st, and a handoff goes around on the right side to Chris Okuma, the fullback, and Okuma's across the 20 to the 22-yard line. That brings up 3rd and short.
Just a little quick hitter there that time by Chris, as he's able to pick up 6, 7, 8 yards and And the line has to feel good about that as they do their job in there.
Yeah, and that time there was a hole for Chris to get his head in and get on up the football field. Mauser in behind center. He'll turn. He's going to hand it off around the right side, and nowhere to go this time for Okuma. Okuma carries again and loses a yard on the play. They'll bring up 4th down, and the punting unit will come on for Corbin.
Well, Glasgow should come out with pretty good field position right here, Dave. One thing that always has to concern you as a coaching staff is when a team's up and then with good field position and rain threatening, a lot of times if you get in a swamp rain, it's hard to score very many points, and I know Corbin would like to stay dry as long as they can.
That's right. We're down to 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Matt Phillips to kick. He gets a nice foot to this one. It's Bennett back to receive again. Ball bounces at the 40. Bennett's going to let her go, and it'll be down by Mark Mims of Corbin on the 38-yard line. So turned out to be a pretty good kick as Matt Phillips pins Glasgow back farther than I thought that he could on that punt, but the Scotties still have it 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The passing attack of the Glasgow Scotties has accounted for the only score in the football game. It was a 50-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback Chad Meadows to Corey Jackson. The extra point attempt by Meadows was blocked by Jody Mauser. And that's going to end the first quarter of play, so we'll take a break. At the end of one, it's Glasgow 6, Corbin none. Quarter number 2's on the way. This is Red Hound football on Southeast Kentucky Sports Leader T107. I'd pass that ball. I'd pass that one. No, but it's blowing in. It's still raining there. Okay.
Harlan always plays good in the rain. Ever since they got that flood wall.
You gonna say it on air?
No. I get enough criticism.
Okay. Well, the team switching sides of the fields. It'll be Glasgow football, 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The Scotties decked out in their blue uniforms. The field even here is the numbers. They're trimmed up in blue and blue and white, the Glasgow colors. A big paw right out on the 50-yard line. I noticed that before the game they have a little dog. I guess it's a Scotty dog. I don't know the story behind that, but the players all come out and rub that dog early before they take the field.
Well, they rubbed it right between the ears tonight because they came out and got a score quickly. And again, I know what Corbin needs right now is to get some type of break and some momentum.
Okay, split in the backfield behind the quarterback Meadows, working just off the right side. He's back to pass. He's got a man wide open. Number 12 with the football up to the 50-yard line, across the 50, on down to the 47. Sean Livingston on the catch.
That was just a gainer. That was just a little out over here in the flat as they tried to isolate us one-on-one with the linebacker there. Turned out and was able to make the catch. Creekmore came over to run him out of bounds.
Yeah, that's the first time that Livingston, I think, has been in on a pattern. He's 160-pound junior, also plays some quarterback. I don't think that Corbin was paying adequate attention that time to Mr. Livingston. And we got another new player in there now. Number 4, Bryant Vincent, is wide out to the left side. Handoff, though, is going to go to Fryman. Fryman's got a hole across the 45, down to the 43-yard line. And a good gain on that play that time.
Dave, considering the weather we've had here all day, the field doesn't seem to be that wet out there.
Yeah, they must have an outstanding drainage system. You've been in this area. Has it rained pretty hard today?
No, it hasn't really. It hasn't rained here like it did at home this morning.
It has poured most of the day around southeast Kentucky. Bryant Vincent wide to the left side. Number 12, Livingston, goes out to the right side. The pass goes to Livingston, and he is taken down at the 38-yard line. He just went out there just enough for the first down and just stood there, and Meadows hit him on the pass.
Timing pattern that time, as he did the out on the right side that they did on the left side over here a couple of plays ago. And again, Meadows right there pinpointed the pass. And that's a tough one to defend. It really is.
First down, Glasgow.
And it is enough for a first down for the Scotties, so first and 10 for Glasgow from the Corbin 38-yard line. Just underway in the second quarter, 11 minutes and about 5 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Corbin trailing 6-0, and Glasgow driving with the football again. Once again, it's little number 4, Vincent, wide out to the left side. Wide to the right side is Livingston. And Meadows back to pass. He's going to throw it for Vincent. Overthrew him badly that time. Incomplete. Brings up second down for Glasgow.
Well, they've thrown the out 3 times in this drive, and if you'll notice, Wilhelm's trying to work his way open in the middle of the field. Wilhelm looks like he's about 6'3", 6'4", tall receiver. 6'6", okay. So you can look for him across the middle soon, I think.
In the backfield, number 22, Channing Fryman, a 5'10", 172-pound senior, and big Scotty Mitchell, 6'3", 225. He is also a senior, but the backfield doesn't get a lot of work here for Glasgow. Meadows likes to throw the football. The ends are in tight this time, though. Wide out to the right side as a handoff goes to Fryman. He's at the 35. Good defensive play that time by... Catch that Corbin number there, number... Chad Adams in on the stop. Also number 64, though, Sean Sargent in there coming up underneath Fryman to knock him down. That brings up now 3rd down and 7. The ball on the 34-yard line. Glasgow will have to get down to about the 27 to get the first down yardage. Jackson, who caught the touchdown pass, is wide to the left. Livingston out to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. Meadows is going to throw it over there for Livingston, and he did not catch this one. That'll bring up 4th down for the Scotties.
Jason Estep had that played pretty good right there. He started to go for the interception, but wisely led up and played the receiver. And Corbin puts Glasgow in a 4th down situation now.
So will the Scotties punt it here with 10-10 to go? Looks like they will. Meadows is back in punt formation. Corbin has back Jason Estep. Jason will line up on the 5-yard line. Meadows gets a foot to it, just kicks it over toward the sideline. It'll go out of bounds. Tell me, that's a nice punt right on the 5-yard line. He kicked it over toward the left side. It hit right on the 5 and went right out of bounds. So once again, Corbin is going to be pinned deep into their own end of the field. They started on the 1-yard line a while ago. This time they'll start it on the 5.
They've had terrible field position all night, Dave. And again, twice now you can attribute that to Meadows punting, because that time he squibbed it out at the 5 down there as Coach Larry Adams calls a timeout.
So timeout called for by Corbin. 10:03 to go in the first half. The Hounds trailing 6-0. We'll be back at Glasgow. This is Red Hound Football on your sports leader, T107. Yeah, I'll tell you, we're going to have to wake up, man. We're going to get beat. That's all there is to it, Frank. Corbin coach Cotton Adams calling for the timeout. His 1-2 Red Hounds, well, looking at 1-3 here because they're down 6-0 with 10:03 left to go in the first half. And of course, there's many minutes of football action left to go, but so far it's been all Glasgow. Corbin, like you said, Burley, has been unable to get it going offensively. Plus, they've been hit with that bad field position the entire football game.
Well, they have, and I really feel like if Corbin can get one good positive drive, they'll really turn this thing around and go ahead and win this football game. But right now, Glasgow playing good defense. They've made some good plays in there, and you gotta give them credit where credit's due.
Corbin inverts the wishbone there as Okuma's up on the line. Phillips and Wyatt back there also looks like. Mauser will give it off to Okuma. No, it wasn't Okuma on the carry. It was Phillips, I guess, the second guy through. And that makes his way out to the 10-yard line.
It's like a gain of about 6 or 7. Yards are tough. When you're pinned down in there, then defensively you can do some things. You can send some people and take some chances, and that's exactly what's made Glasgow pretty effective. They've been able to do that type thing.
So it brings up second down now for the Hounds. Working off the right hash marks. And the handoff again to Phillips. This time a nice hole for Matt as he just runs over. He had a Glasgow player in front of him. He ran over him from behind and takes the football out near first down territory. Across the 15 to the 16. And it is enough for the first down for Corbin. So once again, a big first down for the Hounds. Getting it out of that hole a little bit where they can get some room to operate.
Matt's one of those athletes, David, that has the potential to turn a game like this around. And if he continues to run like that right there, Corbin will be tough because traditionally that's what we've always done the best, and we've got the kids to do it again.
He ran very hard that time. Handoff again to Phillips. And Matt, 3 yards maybe on the carry up near the 20. Second down now facing Corbin. And it was a gain of 3 as number 27, Mike Wyatt, goes off. And I think number 30, is that 36, Scott Hart, has checked back in?
Yes.
I think so. Scott will play the left halfback out of the power eye, and people moving. Glasgow, I think, moved first.
I think it was us.
Think so?
Let's see.
Well, the way Corbin's going back, it looks like they have already pleaded guilty.
Illegal procedure indicated against Corbin.
Jinxed us, Bert. If you hadn't said that, it probably would have been against Glasgow. You have to quit saying those things. That is 5-yarder against Corbin. That will move the football back from the 19 back to about the 14-yard line. So second and long now for Corbin.
Second down 12 for the Red Hounds.
Second and 12 for Corbin as Mauser takes the snap. He's going to hand it off the left side. And running hard with the football is Wyatt. He's got a hole up to the 25, 28-yard line. Tell you, he just kept hitting into people and just kept on going. Mike Wyatt, the little guy on the carry, gets once again close to first down yardage. And I think it is another first down for Corbin. So first and 10 for the Hounds. A nice drive going here from now the 26-yard line.
You really have to like the effort of Michael White. He always keeps his legs going. He doesn't have an overabundance of size, but again, I feel good when he has the football in his hands.
Corbin keeps Eastep in tight on the right side. Mims in tight on the left side. Okuma, Phillips, and Hart in the backfield. Handoff goes to Hart. He's weaving and bobbing his way through traffic up to the 30. Round up with a gain of about 3 on that play.
It's obvious here that Coach Adams wants to establish a running game and get the football out away from their end zone, get it up here in the field position where he can, throw the football and do some things. That's one thing. Corbin has that big size, and that should wear Glasgow down some.
Corbin with a full house backfield now. The handoff is going to go to Mike Wyatt, heading for the left side. He's got a hole. He's at the 40. Cuts it back now to the 45. He may go. He's at the 50, being chased down to the 40, being caught at the 30-yard line. But a big, big gainer that time for Mike Wyatt of the Corbin Redhounds. Finally able to catch him, number 22, Channing Fryman. Quicker than Mike. He did catch him from behind, but still yet a big gainer that time for Mike Wyatt. Big play for Corbin.
That was a power play off to the left side there, but Mike broke it back to the right side. When he ran out of room over there, he came directly back across field and was able to pick up a nice gainer. The offensive line starting to get some movement now, starting to push Glasgow off the ball.
Mike slid on up to the 30, so the spot's going to go on the 32. Full house backfield, Hart, Okuma, and Phillips. Handoff goes to Hart around the left. Down he goes. Number 59 on the stop that time, and it was a good one. Carl Hunter for Glasgow. We're down to 6:50 to go in the first half. 6-0. Corbin trailing Glasgow. Facing now second down and 14. Ball on the 36.
As you mentioned, Dave, Glasgow doesn't match us in size up front, but what they do is they have that good quickness, and they used it right there. And it's presented us some problems. They seem to be a little quicker than we are up front.
Brent Willoughby's checked into the Corbin backfield. Full house backfield. Willoughby sneaks up a step, and Mauser will keep. Around to the left side on the option play. He's still going. He's at the 30, down to the 25-yard line. The official is signaling. So nice carry that time by Jody Mauser.
I think it's going to be an illegal block on us. And what makes me think that is I don't know what else it could be over there.
Yeah, we do have a flag way over there on the sideline, don't we? Yeah, they're pointing to Corbin, so it is going to be against the Hounds. Holding against Corbin. That brings back a big play there by Jody Mauser. That'll mark some yards off. He will get the mark off. Will go from the 27. And a 15-yard penalty makes it the 42-yard line now for Corbin.
That's a tough one, Dave, because we really had the ball down there in good shape and was moving the football, and then we have a penalty, and that takes us.
So the ball's on the 43, second down, and I might as well say right at 20 for Corbin. This time Mauser to the right side. He's got a hole. He's at the 35-yard line. Gain of 7 on that play for the QB, Jody Mauser.
Did you see that referee?
I don't know.
He was offsides. He was over here on the defense. He sprinted over behind the offense, and as the ball was snapped, he realized that he was on the wrong side, and he sprinted back. You watch that in a replay and see if I'm not telling you the truth. He was offsides.
You got him some exercise in there.
He looked pretty funny running, too.
Third down and 14 for Corbin. Ball on the 35-yard line. They'll have to get down near the 21. Full house backfield. Hart, Okuma, and Phillips. Hand off to Hart. Trying to get to the left. He's being chased. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. Down to the 27. And out of bounds there. A good gainer by Scott Hart. I'm telling you, Glasgow was giving chase out to that left side, the far side of the field, and he had some room, though, and he's got some speed, Burley.
Yeah, he does. Scott, not a very big kid, but he has great balance. He's one of those kids that he hits in there, and he can take some shots and spin and do some things. Only a sophomore, and I think we're going to see a lot of things from Scott Hart in the future.
Yeah, if he could come on this year and take up some of the slack, maybe that's going to be certainly left by the departure of Pat McCowan. Corbin calling for a timeout. Well, Con Adams calls the TO here. 5:32 to go. 4th and 6 for Corbin. Big play, and we'll be back for it after this. This is Red Hound Football on your sports leader, T107. Lightning's moving in, you know.
I'm moving out when it does.
It ain't gonna hit us. It ain't gonna hit us up here. Nice metal press box. Yeah. If you hide from it, it'll sure hit you. If you hide from it, it'll hit you. If you challenge it, it won't fool you.
Hey, do me a favor. Don't try to save my life, okay?
Well, 5 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the first half. 6-0, Glasgow on top. Ball's on the 28-yard line. 4th down for Corbin. They need 6 for the first. Cotton Adams calling the timeout to give his team some instructions.
Biggest play of the game for Corbin right here is they have a chance to mount a scoring drive. And again, field position's not been very good for Corbin. They've been backed up twice, and they've had to come a long way. Glasgow did hit on one big play, and that's what we expected, that they would hit on the big plays because of the type team they are.
Corbin working from the left side in the backfield. Phillips, Okuma, and Brent Willoughby. They'll set the tee back there. Mauser underneath Robert Gray, who is now the center, getting ready for the snap. And Mauser takes the snap, and we got a flag, and I think he drew Glasgow offsides. Well, I've seen Corbin do that many times over the years, Burley. They changed that count up just a little bit, and encroachment on Glasgow.
Jody does a good job of that. He really changes it up good, and he actually bobs a little bit in there that we might get away with, but I saw a video on John Elway. The pros accuse Elway of being good at that, getting away with it a lot, and if you're good at it, use it.
Okay, Corbin now facing 4th and 1 rather than 4th and 6. They line it up in the wishbone. Okuma, Phillips, and Willoughby. Handoff goes to Phillips, and he is over for the first down, and then some, down to the 17-yard line. So first down for the Hounds, a big one, trying to keep this, hopefully, what will turn out to be a scoring drive alive.
Matt Phillips really running hard off that left side that time, Dave.
Well, I'll tell you, they got a bad situation kind of here at Glasgow, Burley. I noticed this field is kind of down the valley. I noticed a lot of people just park back here on this rim and watch the game from there. Had a little cookout going. Hand off to Phillips on the left side. He's down to the 12-yard line, and Matt's picked it up a notch.
He really has. Matt running very, very hard. And like I said, Matt's the kind of athlete that when he wants to, he can take this thing over. He has that big, strong body, good speed, a very smart kid, and they're at Matt's mercy out there right now.
2nd down and 6. Ball is on the 11-yard line. 4:50 left to go. Lots of time for Corbin here in the first half. The Hounds trailing 6-0. Mauser takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Mike Wyatt. Wyatt is stood up as he gets to the 10. That'll bring up now 3rd for Corbin and around 4.
Willoughby, he's coming back in. We got away with a motion penalty there, play before last, I believe, Dave. I don't think we got set.
And now Corbin will ask for another timeout. 4:26 remaining in the first half, 6-0. Corbin trails, but threatening here. Be back. This is Red Hound football on the sports leader, T107. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Both of them are halftime. Well, 4:26 to go here until halftime. We do have some halftime scores from the arenas around southeast Kentucky. Harlan leads Williamsburg by a score of 21-0. That's a halftime score. And Madison Southern leads Whitley County at the half in a battle. Score there is 7-0. Here, Corbin has 3rd and 4 from the 10-yard line. Needing desperately to get some points out of this drive right here. It started all the way back on their own 5-yard line. Willoughby, Okuma, and Phillips in the backfield for Corbin. Handoff goes to Phillips. He's around to the left. He is hit at the 5, drags that man on down to the 2. Oh, Matt Phillips. I'm impressed. He's running harder than he was running.
He's running harder than I've seen him run in his career right now, David. He is really running like a big-time halfback. He just won't be denied out there, and that's what this Corbin team needs. They need somebody like Matt Phillips to say, hey, guys, we can still be a good football team. Let's get in here and get with it and get a win.
So first down for Corbin, 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Phillips, Willoughby, and Okuma stay in the backfield. It's power eye set to the left this time. Mauser hands it off to Phillips, and he may be in. Yes, he is. Touchdown for Matt Phillips and the Corbin Red Hounds.
It's only fitting that Matt Phillips took that ball in, although Michael White did break a big one in that drive. Matt Phillips was the workhorse, and again, like I said, David, I've seen Matt Phillips play a lot of football, and he's running as well right now as he ever has.
Well, that caps off a 95-yard drive for Corbin. They had it all the way on their 5-yard line. As Corbin has to hurry, Matt Phillips has to, after scoring the touchdown, has to get his kicking shoe on and try to get over there and kick it within 30 seconds.
You got to give that offensive line credit, too, Dave. They started pushing people off the line and doing a good job in there. The big guys don't get their number called a lot unless they jump off sides. But that time, the Corbin line went to work, and along with Phillips and White and of course, Jody running the show there and put one in for a touchdown.
So Matt is almost set to kick. Here's a snap. The kick is up. It is blocked. And we're tied at 6. And Matt had to rush that just a bit just to try and beat the clock there. And it's unsuccessful.
There's no question he had to rush the kick.
So with 4:16 to go on the half, 6-6. Corbin and Glasgow tied up. Be right back with more. This is Red Hound football on T107. Yes, sir.
I'll never understand it. Never understand it.
That Harlan score was 21-8.
21-8. Okay. I got it now. Now we're cooking. Okay. Well, Corbin ready to kick off to Glasgow. This is WCTT-FM T107 in Corbin. Dave King, Burley Foley, Chuck Selby's down on the field, checking injuries and things like that for us. And we have our stat men Bill Sloan and Tim Dudley taking care of that area of the game. It's 6-6. Corbin to kick. Matt Phillips gets it away. It's going to be fielded by Fryman. Now he's going to reverse it back to Wright, and Wright's going to throw it over to the left side to number 33, and he's running up the left sideline, and finally, knocked out of bounds on the 39-yard line. Scotty Mitchell.
Oh, no, that's
We got a flag?
Yeah, I hope they don't do what I think they're going to do. Jeff Root made a great play right here, Dave, because they were one man away from breaking that thing. But Wesley Moore just took a guy and threw him off of him, and it threw it into another Glasgow player, and they called a personal foul on him.
They did.
I won't say that's a bad call by the official, but he didn't see what happened. He saw the player go flying. That's right, and Wesley really got some injustice right there. I'm not refereeing. I'm explaining what happened. I think if the official saw that he would tell you himself that he made maybe not a mistake, but he didn't see the whole thing.
Well, the Glasgow play on that kickoff. One guy had it. He lateraled back to another guy, and the other guy then threw a pass over to Mitchell, who took it up across the 40. Then after the penalty, the ball's going to be on the 46-yard line. There goes that referee running again. And this time, Glasgow will keep it on the ground. Chris Shackelford after a gain of about a yard on the play and on the tackle for Corbin.
I wish we had a little better lead, or a good lead, because I'd have some fun out of that referee and the way he runs. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
He runs like me.
He's never going to threaten Carl Lewis. I'll say that for him. Even though he moves pretty good, it's just the way he goes about it. Split backfield in there behind Meadows. Jackson out to the left. He's got a touchdown pass. Quick out to Bennett on the right side. Bennett's going to be chased by Eastep. He's got him by the jersey. Down he goes. Might have got a yard or two on that play.
Good play by Mace that time, as again Meadows just stood up, threw the ball out there to the wing or to the wide out, and Mace got a hand on him, was able to drag him down.
So the quick pass out to the flat that time from Meadows to Bennett. And it brings up now 3rd down and 5 for Glasgow. Bennett right on the reception. He's out to the right, Jackson out to the left. He's looking for Jackson. Meadows getting chased, but he's got his man Jackson down at the 34-yard line. That's first down yardage.
Well, I mentioned that Meadows, he rolls to the right, rolls to the left, and been hitting those out patterns, but this time he finds in the middle of the field, and again, we seem to have a little bit of a gap in there and be a little vulnerable right in the middle.
Right. After the spot, the ball is going to be on the 33-yard line, so 1st and 10 there by Glasgow with 2.5 left to go in the first half of play. The clock starting to become an enemy of the Scotties on this drive. Jackson once again to the left. Wright is out to the right. The eye in there behind Meadows. Fakes the handoff. He's looking for Wilhelm over the middle, but he's going to throw for Jackson in the end zone, who was wide open. Woo! That pass was incomplete, but he was open.
We got a little heat on him that time, but I'll tell you one thing. If we hadn't have, he was wide open, Dave. Again, similar to the play he scored on.
So that brings up now 2nd down. I'm telling you, Wilhelm, the big guy, was open too. The big 6'6" player, number 82. He was open there for a moment. I thought that maybe Meadows would throw it to him, but then he looked and saw that Jackson was more open and tried to go to him and overthrew him. Got a timeout called for here, looks like, by Corbin. So 2:20 to go, first half. It's 6-6. We'll be back. This is Red Hound football on T107.
Timeout on the field. Corbin.
We see some rain starting to fall here at Glasgow. I think the storm is starting to move closer. We have some lightning all around the area and some dark clouds, but so far rain and weather has not been a problem in this football game. On those scores, it was Harlan over Williamsburg. That score was instead of 21-0, should have been 21-8. And once again, Madison Southern at the half leads Whitley County 7-0. We're tied up here at 6. Wright this time will come to the left, and Jackson will go to the right side. And Meadows will throw it for Wright. He's got the football at the 30, can't shake away, and goes down at the 25-yard line. Actually did pull away from Jody Mauser, but was finally knocked to the ground by Corbin Shane Creekmore. Put him down pretty hard, but that's a gain of 7 on that play.
Some of the Corbin fans complaining about the spot, but I think that's a pretty good spot by the official right there. I felt like he got away there and was able to lunge up there for a couple more yards.
So the ball's on the 25-yard line, working off the left side of the field. The team in blue, the Glasgow Scotties, facing 3rd and 3. Meadows throwing the ball, airing it out. He's looking for Wright again, but he's covered. Now he's got some heat from Brett Willoughby. Brett falls down. Now he's going to throw it. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for his big relief valve that time, Wilhelm.
Well, we mentioned earlier in the game, the best pass defense is a good rush. And again, Corbin getting 2 Meadows that time, making him throw on the run, not letting him set his feet. And when they've done that, he's been off target.
So the big guy that time, number 82, actually I got a misprint here, I think. It says here Wilhelm on my roster, but I think his name is actually Williams. That's what the PA guy's been calling him, so I think I'll switch and go along with him. So we have a timeout, 1:34 to go here in the first half. We'll just keep it here during the timeout and look some things over. The way the football game has progressed so far. At 8:19 to go in the first. Glasgow got on the board. Corey Jackson, a 50-yard touchdown catch from Meadows. The quarterback, the extra point attempt by Meadows was blocked by Jody Mauser. It was 6-0. Corbin did not score until 4:16 in the second, when Matt Phillips had a 3-yard touchdown run. The extra point was no good. That capped off a 95-yard scoring play for the Hounds. Very impressive on that. Corbin has really not been endowed with great field position in this football game. They've had one drive that started out on the 1, and that last one there started out on the 5-yard line. So that's where we're at, 6-6 with 1:34 to go in the half. Coming up at halftime, we'll review the stats for you and do some other things here from Glasgow High School in Barron County.
Pretty part of the state over here, David.
Yeah, you know, they play some good football out in here too, Burley.
Yeah, that's one thing. Glasgow plays a pretty good schedule, you know. A lot of people down in the area don't consider Glasgow a lot of times maybe a power football or a powerful football team, but they play a good schedule, and they're a little better than a lot of our Corbin fans give them,
yeah, I think
give them credit for.
Split to the left side this time is Jackson. To the right side is Bennett Wright. Meadows has 2 behind him. He's rolling to that right side. He's throwing 4 right, incomplete. Incomplete on the 4th down play. Corbin will take over on downs. So with a minute and a half to go, Corbin has maybe, you know, they can get it down quickly here and work with the football, maybe a chance to get something else out of this first half of play.
Be a good time for snake in the grass. You ever run that play?
Snake in the grass. Tell us about snake in the grass.
Well, you just send 10 out there and you leave one over to the sideline. It's my favorite play.
Snake in the grass. And Jason Eastep, he's going to the left side. Corbin working off the right side of the field, right on the 25-yard line. Mauser, the keep to the left, now back to the right. He's up to the 35, 36-yard line. A lot of yardage that time by Jody. That's enough for Corbin first down, I think. So 1st and 10, 1:22 to go.
We were about a block away maybe from Jody breaking that thing right there.
Yeah, he's kept going and going, just weaving and bobbing his way through those holes, and came out with a good gainer on that one. Scott Hart's checked in. Receiving to the right side. Jason East steps to the left side. The eye behind Mauser, Okuma, and Phillips. Phillips takes the handoff. He just about broke that one, but he's going to go down after a couple of yards.
It's a good call by Coach Adams right there. A draw play. Jody showed pass, and I think a lot of people anticipated that we might right there, but he tried to maybe sneak Matt in there, and he's been running well. I like that call by Coach Adams.
And now Glasgow calling for the timeout.
No, I don't think they did.
No. I don't think the players saw the coach. He was trying to get one, but he was making some kind of a signal over there. Same play, same setup this time. The eye is in behind Mauser. He is going to pass this one. He's got pressure, and the ball is hit just as he throws it. It's going to go as an incomplete pass.
That time Jody got a lot of pressure from the backside as he tried to hit E-step on a fly right here. Looks like we got a penalty over there, too.
Yeah, the flag laying way over near the Corbin sideline. It's usually a hold when it happens away from the play like that.
What's that call?
That beats the heck out of me.
Let's ask Jack Willis, the stat man. Jack, what's that call?
Illegal participation.
Illegal participation.
Hey, they might have been trying to run a snake in the grass.
Well, you don't see that called every day.
Because snake in the grass is not a legal play, so they may have been trying to run that. I don't know.
And that would be, that's definitely against Corbin. See how many yards they take off for illegal participation. Figure 10.
Maybe Chuck Selby can get us a update on that here in a few minutes to let us know what the deal is.
Timeout, Glasgow.
And now Glasgow calls for another timeout. The penalty was declined, by the way. They didn't take the illegal participation, so that's going to move it now to third down for Corbin. 3rd and 7, the ball on their own 39-yard line. Only 27 seconds left to go here in the half. And if we can get Chuck Selby down on the field, Chuck, illegal participation. You don't see that called too often.
No, you don't, Dave. Apparently Jeff Rue came out a little late, and he wasn't within the 15 yards of the ball. So got another update on Frankie Helton. Apparently, after further evaluation, Kim Cleary said that instead of Frankie's right shoulder, it's his left shoulder, and there was a total separation. So Frankie will not be in the game for the rest of this game. Total speculation. We don't know if he's going to be back for the rest of the season yet or not. So he's in the locker room right now getting checked.
Okay, thank you very much, Chuck Selby. So Burley Foley went from a minor injury there on Frankie Helton. It looks like now a major injury, possibly a separated shoulder.
Might have been because they was looking at the wrong shoulder, sounds like.
Yeah, they went from his right into his left one, too.
And I'm just kidding about that. I hate to see Frankie hurt. He's a good player, and again, with McCown out, that's another one of our skill people down, and I promise you we're very fortunate to have Kim Cleary and those people down on the sidelines taking care of these athletes.
How bad is a separated shoulder?
Well, I wouldn't want one. I've had one, but they're not fun.
3rd and 7 for Corbin. Only 27 seconds left to go here in the first half. It's tied up at 6. Ball on their own 39-yard line. Here's the snap. Mauser will keep to the left side, and down he goes. A Glasgow player just got him enough by the ankle to take him down. Lost about a yard on that play, and that might effectively end the first half. I don't know if Corbin get another one off or not. Probably not. Yeah, I don't think they're even going to try to. So that's going to put the wraps on the first half. The score is Corbin 6 and Glasgow 6 as the lightning flashes with still no rain here at Glasgow's football field. We'll be back and talk about what happened during that first half of play here in just a moment. This is Red Hound Football on Southeast Kentucky Sports Leader T107.
Yeah.
Hear you. Give me 3 on this one, on all these halftime breaks, Frank. Yeah, they're having homecoming. Get something to drink, Burley. Also got one in their room where they can hear what the baby's doing. And we're picking up a baby. Right on their two-way here. I don't know. Must be in one of these houses here close by, but little guy's having a good time. He's just laughing up a storm, folks. He's a happy kid.
I don't have those headsets, so I don't get to hear that, but I would enjoy that.
I'm going to let you hear this. Yeah, stick that in your ear there a little bit and hear that. See what's coming over there while we wait for him to get ready for the second half. 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go until kickoff of the second half of play. Corbin and Glasgow tied up here at 6-6. Once again, Glasgow struck early, and in case you may just be tuning in, Corey Jackson, a 50-yard touchdown pass from Meadows. The extra point was blocked by Jody Mauser. That's Jody's second blocked extra point of the year. And then Corbin once again finally scored in the second half with 4 minutes, 16 seconds left to go in the second period of play. Matt Phillips, a 3-yard touchdown run. The extra point was no good. So that's where we're at here now as we get ready for second half action. between Corbin and Glasgow.
Well, a little lightning there again, Dave.
Yeah, I don't think this...
Close in the area. If you hear me go silent, it's because I'm studying the sky. And I want to openly admit here to the radio land, yes, I'm afraid of lightning.
Most people are.
And big dogs and my wife.
Well, did you get to hear the baby on the...
Yeah, I did. And I heard his mother say something over there, too. That is quite interesting to hear a little baby coming over the headset.
Yeah, I really hope that... I don't know, they sound like they're having a good time, and I hope they're not picking us up on their receiving end like we're picking them up on ours.
Well, maybe we'll have a good time here in the second half if Corbin can put on a couple of scores here.
Well, the captains are out here to get things ready for the second half. Jason Estep is out for Corbin along with Jody Mauser. Frankie Helton was out there earlier, but once again, Frankie is injured, and I don't think we'll be seeing him back on the sideline for this football game. We'll try to touch base, especially after the game. Willard Ferris will join us, Corbin assistant coach, and we'll find out more about Frankie Helton then for you. Well, finally, we're just about ready to go with the second half. Hey, homecomings are great. I love them. Everyone has a good time, but they put a lot of the extra time on the clock, and it's kind of hard to drag through it sometimes. Because if you were TV, you could everyone could look at the people, but you know we're on the radio, and you can't look at them. We've got to try to fill that time with something. But it's finally been filled, and we are ready to go with second half action. Glasgow will be kicking off. Corbin will receive. Scott Hart is back. Michael Wyatt is back right in the middle. Scott's on the right side, and Jason Estep will go out to the left side.
Well, I think Coach Adams will come out and again try to establish a running game. And, of course, anytime you can establish a running game, that makes the passing game more effective. And late in the second half there, they did establish the running game as Matt Phillips was able to take one in for a score.
Well, it should be an exciting second half. Just kick back and enjoy it, and we'll bring it to you right here on your sports leader, T107. Chad Davis will do the kicking, and he gets a good foot to it, a long, high kick. Wyatt will field at the 10. 50, looks for some blockers out to the left side at the 20, out to the 30, 35. He's at the 40, he's at the 45, he may go. He's at midfield, he's at the 40, he's at the 30. Counted down to the 20 and knocked down there. Mike Wyatt on a big return to get this second half started off for the Corbin Red Hounds.
No flags either, Dave. And Mike Wyatt, again, one of those kids that you got to really love. He's not a big one, pretty quick, and a hard-nosed kid. He's a senior. He's waited his turn, and it's his time to shine as he takes a long kickoff back to give Corbin great field position.
So with 11:47 left to go in the second half, Dave King and Burley Foley in the booth. Chuck Selvey's on the field. Tim Dudley and Bill Sloan on the stats. And Corbin will start it off with some good field positions thanks to Mike Wyatt on the carry that time, taking it all the way to the 20-yard line. Power I in behind Mauser. Corbin just to the left of the hump there. Handoff goes to big Matt Phillips. Matt running hard for a gain of 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. And I think, I don't know, Burley, it looks like maybe that Corbin offensive line starting to wear down the defensive front of Glasgow.
I think so. I really do. And again, you know, a lot of the things that Glasgow did in the first half, they guessed. They came on some blitzes, and then they made the right guesses. But if you don't guess right in that, it'll cost you.
In the backfield, Phillips Okuma and Willoughby. Phillips has it to the left side, and he crawls his way to the 10-yard line. Matt, the driving force behind the Corbin scoring drive earlier.
Phillips coming out running here early in the second half, just as he finished in the first half, very, very hard and straight ahead.
So first down for Corbin. First and 10, the ball on the 11-yard line, so Corbin could conceivably get another first down here. Power I set again for Corbin to the left. Mauser, the QB, underneath. He gives it back once again to Phillips. And a big pile up at the line of scrimmage that time and nowhere to go for Matt. He just runs right into that pile and goes down and will bring up second down.
Well, Glasgow with everybody up in there right now, Dave. They've all picked a gap, and the linebackers and corners have walked up. So the yards are going to come tough down inside now.
Yeah, basically 11 men on the defensive front for Glasgow. Like you say, everyone is coming up there on the scrimmage line. or at least very, very close to it. Channing Fryman is back in safety. Hand off to Matt Phillips, and Matt has a hole around the left side, takes it to the 5-yard line or close to it.
Matt Phillips, the ball carrier.
The left side of that line coming off the football good over there. Travis Smith on the left side along with Jeff Atkins. Of course, Jeff Reedy and Robert Grave played in the line there tonight at center. Also, Sean Russell and Sean Sargent over here on the right side. The ends have been E-Step and Mims.
Hand off to Phillips again. This time, Matt has not much room, about a yard. Once again, coming off left tackle, but the defense was there by Glasgow.
Marcus Williams makes the tackle.
That's going to bring up now a 4th down for Corbin. 4th and 2. The ball on the 3-yard line. Corbin can get across the 1-yard line and pick up a 1st down. So the Red Hounds will call a timeout here and talk it over. Let's keep it here during this timeout. Mike Wyatt took the kickoff. I think he got that ball back on about the 12, 15-yard line and took it all the way down to the 20. And that's the best kickoff return that Corbin's had here in the first 4 games of the year.
Well, it is. Mike has exceptional speed, one of the quicker kids on Corbin's team, but he picked up some nice blocks on the left side there and really gave Corbin the momentum in here early in the second half. The key may be in this football game with the current weather conditions as who can put the first score in right here.
And once again, you know, even though it rained pretty hard during halftime, the field still seems to be in pretty good shape. Really, they've just got an outstanding field, and it can obviously take some water.
The only thing that rain did at halftime was mess up some of these Friday hairdos.
Yeah, I feel sorry for some of those girls. I know they probably spent a lot of money getting their hair ready for the homecoming and got drenched out at halftime. That's the breaks, though. You kind of have to roll with the punches. Ooh, that's pretty good streak of lightning there.
One more shot like that, and I'm rolling out of here.
Can't go early. It says right in your contract you can't leave because of light.
I'll take the contract with me.
9:55 to go in the 3rd period of play. The I formation with Okuma and Phillips, the power I, and Brent Willoughby to the left side. And I think Willoughby moved that time. That'll be against Corbin. Willoughby raised up. Corbin trying to get some encroachment against Glasgow, but it worked against the Hounds that time as Willoughby came up out of his stance just a bit. Then Glasgow did encroach, but of course that means they were drawn off sides, and that'll be a 5-yarder against the Red Hounds.
Matt Phillips going to try to kick a field goal here, Dave.
Well, we saw Matt before you got here, Burley, in the pregame. He was kicking them from the 30-yard line relatively easy. That would be a 40-yarder. He'll kick this one from the 15, which will be a 25-yard kick. Matt's right in the middle of the field. Pretty good position maybe to kick this one. Here's a snap. The hold. The kick is up. It looks like it could be good, and it is not. Went wide to the right. Halfway good from here, but the official's right there looking up on it. So a 9:49 to go in the 3rd period of play. We're still tied at 6. This is Red Hound football on the sports leader, T107.
Well, again, you know, Corbin did, got the early momentum. They've got Glasgow backed up now. Field position will be a key here. But anytime you get down inside the 20 and you come away empty-handed with no points, you always wonder, will that come back to get me? And we certainly hope not here.
Yeah, we're sorry about that, Frank. I thought they'd take a break in the play, but they didn't. They're right back here ready to go. Glasgow football. Meadows going to pitch it out to Fryman. He is outside to the 22-yard line. Jody Mauser there to take him down and then tell him about it after he gets back up. Gain of around 2 yards on that play for Fryman.
Jody Mauser is not your normal quarterback, and I mean that in a good sense, in the fact that, he plays both offense and defense. He's blocked extra points tonight. He's one of the leaders, and he's the kind of kid, if you had to, you could put him down there at guard and he could play.
Well, throughout the football game, Corbin's kept it on the ground. Glasgow has kept it in the air most of the time. One of the few running plays that time by the Scotties. Meadows looks like Livingston and Jackson out to the left side. And he's looking to pass. Got his man Livingston over the middle, incomplete. Brings up now 3rd down for Glasgow.
I don't blame Livingston maybe not for catching that one. That was right in a lot of traffic right there as Mauser had a bead on him as well as Shackelford, and it would have been a pretty tough ball to catch.
Yeah, he would have paid if he had caught that one because, like you say, he would have been made into a sandwich by those Corbin players.
Ooh, don't say sandwich, Dave, as hungry as I am.
In the backfield now, it's Fryman and Kingery. They'll split back there behind Meadows. Wideouts both ways, and Meadows back to pass. He's looking over the middle for Jackson. Jackson is not going to get the football because it's knocked down by Corbin. Brings up 4th down now for the Scotties.
I think Chris Okuma got in to break that one up, and I think Chris was a little surprised that it hit him as clean as it did. And, of course, he was running one way, and the ball was just back to the other way a little bit, and that would have been a pretty nice catch had he been able to come up with it.
So Glasgow will have to punt it. The quarterback, Meadows, does the punting. He also does the point afters, the PATs. The kickoffs are done by Davis. Back to receive for Corbin, Mike White, who had an outstanding return the last time, and Jason Eastup will line up on the 40. A short kick is going to hit at the 48, across to the 50, then back to the 49. Took a Corbin bounce. So the Redhounds with some good field position here to start off another drive in this third period. Came up empty on that first one, even though it was returned to the 20. Corbin tried a 25-yard field goal, which was no good by Matt Phillips.
Anybody that thinks you have to be big to play football needs to come out and watch Michael White play. What's his size, Dave?
Yeah, we got Mike listed here as 5'7", 152 pounds.
Okay, there you go.
5'7", 152-pound linebackers. It's what he's listed in the on the roster here. Full house in behind Mauser, working just off the right side. He goes to Wyatt. Wyatt looking for some room at the left, cuts it back to the middle, runs into one of his own players who helps him out there across the 45. Then a flag thrown right in the pile. And what would that be?
I have no idea what that could be unless it be a face mask.
Either that or piling on.
That's my referee that runs. Oh, no.
A what?
Oh, no.
Was that against Sean?
My mother told me early in life, if you don't have something good to say, just don't say nothing.
What was the call? I missed it.
Abetting the runner.
Well, I'll tell you. Sean did give him a little bit of help. I didn't realize that was illegal.
Well, it's not if you're blocking.
I don't know if he's blocking or pushing there, Burley.
Pushing with his headgear.
So, abetting the runner, you can't do that. And that's going to move the football now back to the 45 of Corbin. So the Hounds go from inside Glasgow territory to back in their own territory here with a first down. 1st and 15 with 8 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third period. We're still tied up at 6. Jeff Root is checked in. He's wide to the right. Eastep wide to the left. The eye behind Mauser. Quick pass out in the flat to Eastep. He does his shaking move and gets it up to the 50. Trying to shake off the defender, but just couldn't do it. Good defense by Glasgow that time.
That time the turf was so wet that it made it pretty tough for Jason to really do a little shake and bake, as they say on TV.
Yeah, he was shaking. I don't know if he's baking anything, but he was shaking all over the place trying to shake off the Glasgow player, but he couldn't lose it. So Corbin now will work from the left hash. Eastep still wide to the left, the near side of the field. The far side is covered by Root. The eye with Okuma and Phillips behind Mauser. Mauser's back to pass, looking for Mims over the middle. He's in traffic, and once again, as he tries to throw the football, down he goes. The ball bounces harmlessly away about 3 yards.
Well, Glasgow only rushed 5 people that time, but they were able to get to us. They're just a little quicker than us up front, Dave.
And Jody Mauser gets up limping.
Official timeout.
So got an official timeout to let Mauser get off the field. So Corbin will come in now with, thought we were going to come with Lance Wyatt there for a minute.
I think we have to. Jody has to go out for a play.
So Lance Wyatt comes on, 7:22 to go, 3rd down and 12 for Corbin. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Play resumes. 3rd down, 12, Redhounds.
So Lance Wyatt, number 28, checks in for Corbin. He's a 5'4", 174-pounder. And he is going to hand it off around the left side to Mike Wyatt. Mike's on down to the 45, on down to the 44-yard line, making just about every bit of that on his own. So that brings up now 4th down for Corbin. 4th and about 4. And Corbin will punt it away.
Again, a good effort by Mike White as he was hit at the line of scrimmage and able to squirt on up through there for about 7-8 yards.
Once again, Lance White in there for Jody Mauser, shaken up on the play before. 174-pound, 5'4" senior quarterback. And it's going to be, looks like, Bennett Wright to receive. He'll be the lone person back to receive this punt for Glasgow. Phillips gets a good foot into it. He's punted the football well this year. It's going to hit on the 15, the 10, but then goes into the end zone, and Glasgow will bring it out to the 20.
I have to compliment Byron Jones on that snap. The weather conditions not real good out there right now, and Byron snapped that ball out there real nice to Matt Phillips.
So the Glasgow Scotties now have the football 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. With 6 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the third, and we're still at 6-6. Glasgow lost a heartbreaker last weekend, 10-7 to Elizabethtown. Gave up 54 points to Bowling Green in one game this year. And Meadows actually is going to hand that one off. Throws across the 20 up to about the 21. So he gets out of the bottom of the pile there for Glasgow. Number 30, Jeff Kingery on the carry.
Well, Jody Mauser went out shaking up. I don't see him on the sideline over there. I'm trying to locate him, but I see Kim Clare, the physical therapist, not with him, so that's an indication that he may be okay.
Yeah, if we can here in a minute, we'll go down to Chuck Selvey and get an update on Jody Mauser. Out to the left side is Jackson, and we have a flag on the play, or a whistle, and a flag over on the right side.
Flag on the play.
Let's see if we can get down now to Chuck Selvey. And Chuck, is there a major problem with Jody Mauser?
An inbound foul, encroachment indicated against Glasgow.
And Chuck's holding his hands out like he is not picking us up there, Burley. So we'll try again to go down to Chuck here in just a moment. 5:51 to go. Penalty against Glasgow. Moves it back to the 15-yard line, 5-yard penalty. That'll leave them now with 2nd down and 15. Just about in the middle of the field for the Scotties. Livingston is back in. He's out to the left. Over on the right side is Jackson. The pitch back, though, goes to Fryman. Fryman's got a hold. He's up to the 25-30, and then cuts it upfield to the 37-yard line. Brought down from behind. That is 1st down yardage and more for the Glasgow Scotties. As a matter of fact, he's didn't go out of bounds where I thought he did. He's across the 40 up to about the 43-yard line.
That was just a quick pitch over here, and they got outside of us there, and Jeff Root saved the day. Had he not had pretty good speed, that would have been a touchdown.
Well, we're tied up here at 6-6. Big play for the Glasgow Scotties. Look like they might be hemmed in deep in their own territory, but they bring it out. Livingston and Jackson to the right. Meadows takes the snap. He's rolling out to the right side. He's got blockers. He's got time. Now he gets some pressure. Sargent in there to get a hand on him, forcing him down. Shackelford there to finish off the play, but Sean Sargent made it.
Travis Smith, too, put a lot of the heat on there. He wasn't able to come up with a tackle, but he got in there and really put a lot of pressure on. Jody Mauser's back in the game now, so he's okay. He's in there along with Root. Jody playing on the corner over here, and Jeff Root playing, looks like the free safety.
So the ball on the 39-yard line. 2nd and 14 now for Glasgow after that loss. Good defense by Corbin. And the pitch out goes once again to Fryman on that left side, trying to cut it upfield, and does for maybe about 4 or 5 yards on that play, up to around the 45. Pretty good gain, 5 or 6 yards on the play for Fryman. Fryman, pretty good looking runner, actually. Burley doesn't get used a lot because of this passing game of Glasgow, but he's got some skills.
Glasgow's always had good skilled athletes.
Well, the spot's going to go in the 46, so that brings up now 3rd and 7. Gain of 7 yards on that play. Meadows underneath center, has wideouts both ways, split in the backfield, fakes the handoff to Fryman. Now he's throwing over the middle. He's got his man, Wilhelm, the big guy, 6'6". He's down to the 35, 34, 32-yard line and brought down there, but not after the first down by the Glasgow Scotties.
Well, you know, we mentioned a while ago that they were throwing the out pattern, and we could look for Wilhelm or Williams, whichever one he is. We've called him both. So
yeah, I've got one name here, and the other guy, PA's got another one. I was going to change mine, but I forgot. So let's go back to Williams, try to stay with it. But Williams, a big guy, 6'6".
It's 3 times they've been able to throw the football in the middle.
So let's call him Williams on the reception that time. The big guy takes it all the way down to the 33. Brought down, but not before, picking up lots of first down yardage. Meadows has to eat this one for about a yard on the play. That'll bring up now 2nd down and 9 for Glasgow.
Glasgow's made the plays when they've had to tonight.
Chris Shackelford on the stop. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Out to the left side goes Livingston. Out to the right side is Vincent, who just came back in. Pitch out goes to Fryman, and Fryman finds a hole across the 30 down to the 27. And that brings up 3rd down. So the Corbin defense working very well against the run and working good against the pass too, but they've just bent a little bit here on this drive by Glasgow. Well, I got a timeout, so let's take a break. 2:55 to go in the 3rd. It's 6-6. 3rd and 7 facing Glasgow. We'll be right back. This is Red Hound Football on your sports leader, T107.
That's the love here, man.
Lightning. Oh, you live.
It was on the books. That's the first time I ever saw it called.
What's the matter with Selby down there? Is his mic dead or what?
That's the first time I made it.
Selby's mic dead or what? I can't get him.
Huh?
You trying to get to him?
Yeah, I can't get him.
He probably hadn't got that thing turned on more likely.
Well, timeout on the field called for by Glasgow. 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the 3rd. We're tied up here at 6. Not the offensive game that I thought it might be coming in here. The score by Glasgow came early on. 8:19 to go in the 1st quarter. Corey Jackson, a 50-yard touchdown pass from Chad Meadows. The extra point blocked by Jody Mauser. Then Corbin scored at 4:16 in the 2nd period. Matt Phillips, a 3-yard touchdown run. The extra point was no good, so we're tied up here at 6. And Chad Meadows rolling to the right side, looking for Williams. He's got him again. The big guy's taking it to the 10. He's at the 5. He runs over Root down to the 1-yard line. Not enough for the touchdown, but getting very, very close, Burley Foley.
Well, he's a big target out there, David, and as we've seen him when he catches the football, he's able to run. And again, Meadows really looking for him now.
So they're going to mark the football on the 3-yard line. And Corbin needs to hold. They need to keep Glasgow out of the end zone. We're tied up here at 6 with 2.5 to go.
Need the old fumble-rooski.
That wouldn't hurt a bit. Livingston, number 12 at the right side. Vincent, number 4, way out to the left side. Meadows will hand it off and in for the touchdown. And number 33 on the carry that time, Scotty Mitchell, takes that ball in from 3 yards and hits pay dirt. And it's 12-6 now, Glasgow on top.
Well, again, Glasgow was faced with 3 third downs and big plays that time, and they were able to make all 3 of them.
They can do it, that's for sure. As number 87, Davis.
Why are they kicking this?
I don't know. This is a strange lineup here. All the other, well, now they're going to go back to the middle. And Davis, not Meadows, is on to try to kick the extra point. I think I'd go for 2. He's going to kick, though. There's the kick. It's no good. Wide to the left side. So with 2:16 to go in the 3rd, it's 12-6. Glasgow leads Corbin. Be right back. This is Red Hound Football on T107.
2:16 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Glasgow 12, Corbin 6.
Okay. I'll do it as soon as we get back. Well, it's 12-6, 2:16 left to go, third period to play. Glasgow gets set to kick it off to Corbin. The Scotties on top. I do want to remind you that you are listening to WCTT FM. That's T107 in Corbin. Davis will kick this one off. Back for the Hounds, Scott Hart on the right. Flanking Michael Wyatt on the left is Jason Eastep. Mike right in the middle. 12-6, the Scotties lead the Hounds.
Tell you what, I don't know if any schools are looking at this Williams or Wilhelm or whatever his name is. But
Williams. I think he is Williams. I don't think the PA guy, who's the hometown guy, would have a wrong name, so we'll stick with that. Here's a kick taken by Mike White at the 10, 15. He's out to the 20, and he is going to be hit at the 30, down there at the 30-yard line.
Well, Corbin got to put something together now.
Yeah, you got your back to the wall. Corbin attempted already in the second half, 25-yard field goal that was no good. And then Glasgow took over, and the Scotties able to, like Burley said, connect on some big third down plays. The spot's going to go on the 27. First and 10 there from Corbin, working just off to the left. Full house backfield in behind Mauser. He's dropping back to pass, looking for Phillips, but is going to throw long for Eastep. He might have him. Jason's got the football down at the 43-yard line of Glasgow, as Jody Mauser just lofted that one over a couple of defenders right into the breadbasket of Eastep. Big play.
Well, we've talked about the combination of Meadows to Williams. Mauser to Eastep's not bad either, and that puts us right back in good position here to maybe go down and try to pick up some points.
That time, Jody had a couple of players open. Matt Phillips is open on that left sideline, too. Jody went for Eastep, though, his intended target. Once again, the full house, the T behind Mauser. He will turn, hand it off to Wyatt. To the left side goes Mike. It crosses the 40 to the 39-yard line. 1:20 to go, third period.
Mike was unable to regain his footing that time as they clogged it up over there on the far right side. He tried to make an inside cut but couldn't do it, and that's a play that they ran with some success tonight off that left side.
Yeah, I'd say those cuts are getting a little difficult to make out there right now. Even though the field's still in good-looking shape, I'm sure that's getting, well, it is pretty wet. Okuma, Phillips, and Wyatt in the backfield. Wyatt back about a step, and Mauser will keep it. Mauser's got some room. He cuts it out to the 35 and brought down at the 34. Jody gets up once again, limping just a bit, but I think he's okay. And we're talking with Tim Dudley. He's up here. He's been down on the sideline all evening, and he said definitely a separated shoulder for Frankie Hilton, which definitely will more than likely put him out for the rest of the year, Burley.
Well, I really hate that for Frankie because he came back out this year after setting out a couple of years. As you mentioned, he's a star on the basketball floor and just a very, very hard-working kid, and that's so unfortunate.
Wyatt and Okuma and Phillips in the backfield. Handoff to Phillips. He's got a big hole down to the 29-yard line. That time the Corbin offensive line really blew back Glasgow, and Phillips didn't even have anybody to challenge him for about 5 yards.
Well, we mentioned that the points in this game were much lower than we anticipated. There's still time to put a lot up there, and we may see several scores yet.
It's true. 5 seconds left to go. This will be the final play of the quarter if it's even snapped off. Mauser underneath, and it's not going to be gotten away. So let's take a break here while the teams switch sides. Corbin threatening first and 10 from the Glasgow 29-yard line. One more quarter left to go. This is Red Hound football on the sports leader, T107. What about that, picking up that baby?
Glasgow Little League football season kicks off here at Scotty Field this Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. In the first game, the Hornets take on the Packers.
All right.
At 2 o'clock, the defending champion Redskins play the Yellow Jackets. You're cordially invited.
Go.
Well, 12 more minutes of football left to go here at Glasgow High School, located in Barron County in western Kentucky. This has been a good rivalry for Corbin over the years, and well, this game here will go down also as a hard-fought battle, looks like, between the Scotties and the Redhounds, Burley.
Other than the 2-hour drive, this is a very competitive game on our schedule for us. It is a good game.
Corbin football working off the right side. Full house in behind Mauser. He will give it right off to Wyatt. And Mike has running room across the 25 down to the 23-yard line. He signaled to the official that they drug him down by the face mask.
Well, they did.
That makes two. I thought Jody Mauser was had by the face mask there a while ago.
Those things are hard to see, though, there from the...
How come we can see them so well?
Well, because we're not running. Because we're not giving it all we got out there running.
Second down 2.
You got me there, didn't you?
He stepped in tight on the left side. Mims on the right. Handoff goes to Phillips. Big guy's got a hole. Should be right on the 15-yard line. That's enough for the first down. 1st and 10 for Corbin from the 15. And you look out there, Burley, and you see some of the Glasgow players bending over, grabbing their knees.
Well, Matt Phillips and that offensive line along with Michael White really doing a good job right now.
Really starting to make some holes. Mauser will give it off to Phillips again. Oh, good play that time by Glasgow. A couple of players in there to get a hold of Matt.
Chris Okuma hasn't carried the ball much tonight, but I'm sure that his blocks in there are part of the reason that Matt and Michael White have been able to pick up the yardage that they have.
So 2nd down and 8 for Corbin. Ball on, we'll say, the 13-yard line. Phillips and Okuma. And Wyatt in the backfield. Now Mauser will roll it out to the left side on the bootleg. He's got a good block there. Then he cuts it down to the 10, on down to the 5, to the 3. And knocked out of bounds. I think that was number 64, Sean Sargent, threw an outstanding block for Jody Mauser on that left side.
He did. Sean pulled on that play that time. And Jody did a heads-up thing there by waiting for Sean to get out there where he could block him. And Sean got out there, made the blocking, and Jody's able to turn it upfield for a nice gainer.
Sean, not a big, tall player. He's 5 foot 7 inches tall, but 190 pounds. And he made an outstanding block that time on the Glasgow player. 1st and goal from the 3 for Corbin. Phillips, Okuma, and Wyatt in the power eye, and Wyatt takes the handoff, and he's hit right on the line of scrimmage and goes down. 2nd and goal for Corbin.
Well, barring no bad luck or a fumble right here, we should get in to score. And do you feel like Coach Adams will go for 1 or 2 here? I think
I would
1.
assume 1.
Yeah, I think 1, yes. Because it wouldn't make any difference to go for 2.
That's true. Mauser takes the snap. He's going to give this one off to Phillips, and Matt has to carry a couple players, and does, down to near the goal line. And that'll bring up now 3rd down. So Corbin with 2 more tries to punch this thing in. And Cotton Adams going to call a timeout and try to get something set up here. 9:55 to go in the football game. It's 12-6. Glasgow on top of Corbin, but the Hounds are threatening. This is Red Hound football on the sports leader. That's T107. Is that right? 2:16 to go. Okay. All right, thank you, sir. Well, we have 9:55 left to go in this one. We've had some lightning, we've had some rain. It's starting to get a bit windy again here, and still some rain coming down at Glasgow. And we just got the word that Woodley County leads Madison Southern 16-9 with 2:16 left to go in the football game, and they are in a lightning delay there, Burley.
Well, the lightning really here hadn't been close to the field. When it gets within 8 miles of me, I get scared. So don't feel like if you've got a kid here that he's been in any danger, because it has been somewhat far from us here tonight.
That's true.
But if I can see it, I don't like it.
Corbin contingent on their feet. Their team facing now a 3rd down and goal from the 2.5-yard line. Mauser the snap, gives it off to Phillips. He's hit and dropped right on the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down. Well, Glasgow with a heck of a goal line stand here.
Well, it is, and you know, it's really important that Corbin be able to get this one in right here. Although Glasgow would have terrible field position, but this is the one they definitely need.
Yeah, you hate not to get it in when you get down this close. Corbin's had 4 downs from the 3 and haven't moved the ball much more than an inch. In the backfield, Okuma and Phillips. Now Mike Wyatt in there. Power I left. Mauser gives it off to Wyatt. He's not in. Not even close.
No, he didn't get in. There's no question about that. There seemed to be a little bit of a bobble on the exchange right there.
Well, the Scotties have held. They will, like Burley said, be faced with some really bad field position here. They'll have to bring it out from their own 3-yard line, but we saw Corbin do that a while ago. They took it 95 yards from their 5.
First down 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Well, we're going to have to come from behind to win this thing, Dave. There's no question about that.
And Glasgow is going to call a timeout and try to get reorganized here. The players celebrating quite a bit after the hold. So with 8:56 to go, it's 12-6. Glasgow on top, and they've got the football pinned in on their own 2-yard line. We'll be right back. This is Red Hound football on T107. I begin to have serious doubts about this team. So I'm beginning to have serious doubts about this football team, buddy. 10 guys falling down there, laying there. Or Willoughby. Why don't you put Willoughby in there and do that play again? Really? Well, Corbin had 4 downs to take it across from the 3-yard line. Could not. They moved it 1 yard in 4 downs to the 2-yard line, but that was it. And Glasgow takes over after the 4th down play, and they will have it 1st and 10 from the 2. The Scotties with a timeout to talk things over. The good Corbin crowd on hand here. They brought the Football Boosters Club brought a chartered bus to the football game. There's a good Glasgow crowd on hand. Just a pretty good football atmosphere here. It's been a good ball game, 12-6. Even though Corbin is on the losing end of the score right now, still lots of time to go. 8:56 to play here.
First down 10, Glasgow at their own 2-yard line.
Glasgow with Livingston to the left. Jackson to the right. He's caught a touchdown, and Meadows rolling out the pass. He's going to duck his head and run. He is dropped on the 6 or 7 yard line, brings up 2nd down.
Whereas Jeff Ruth makes the tackle.
He's able to get out there, though, Dave, to give them a little room to work with.
Gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd down and 4. Well, it looked like Glasgow, their defensive line was just whipped on that last go by Corbin, but when they got down to the goal line, got their backs to the wall, they forgot about being tired and sucked it up and made an outstanding goal line stand. This time Jackson and Livingston will split it up. He goes to the right, Jackson to the left. Handoff to, I think, Fryman.
Channing Fryman tries off tackle left as Matt Phillips.
Not much of a gain on that play. Brings up 3rd down and still around 3 for the Glasgow Scotties.
Looks like Matt Phillips in to make the stop for Corbin.
8:03 and counting down here in this football game. Corbin with their backs to the wall.
Well, still be in great shape to win this football game should they be able to stop them right here. That would give them the ball back with good field position and lots of time. Glasgow picks up 2, 3, 4 first downs, and it's going to make it extremely difficult.
Glasgow has Mitchell in the backfield. Also, Fryman is back there. Meadows turns, gets to the big guy, Mitchell. He's got the first. He's across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for Glasgow.
Well, again, that's a big 3rd down play. All the plays that they've had to make on 3rd down tonight, they've been able to make.
Seven minutes and a half to go. Still lots of time. But Glasgow has possession of the football, and the football is something that Corbin desperately needs. Jackson wide to the right, Livingston out to the left side. Once again, it's Fryman and Mitchell in there behind Meadows. Meadows is tripped, but he gets right back up and takes off running again. He didn't actually fall down. He just kind of stumbled around there and
Chad Adams makes the tackle.
finally wound up gaining about 5 or 6 yards on that play, brings up second down.
Well, Glasgow looks like they're doing now basically what Corbin did to them in the last drive, be able to move it 3, 4, 5, 6 yards at a time.
So we have an official's timeout. Brent Willoughby goes off with a bad helmet. He'll have to be replaced. And Mark Mims coming off the sidelines to replace Brent Willoughby. Ball will be right on, looks like the 25-yard line. Scoreboard says 24-yard line. 2nd and 4 from the 24. Jackson to the right. Livingston is in. He's to the left. And Meadows is going to hand it off to Mitchell. Nowhere to go that time for Mitchell. Good stop there by the Corbin defense. Now brings up another 3rd down situation here for Glasgow.
Good play there. Looks like Chad Adams, and I can't pick up the other player over there. Did you get him, Dave?
I think it might have been Mauser in there to help. Okay, stood the big guy Mitchell up.
Well, Corbin
Pushed
again
him back.
faced with another 3rd down situation here, and again, this is probably the most important. Well, it is the most important one of the game.
Got to hold on one of these sooner or later if you hope to have a chance winning the football game. Livingston to the right, Jackson to the left. That's the short side of the field, and Meadows back to pass. Those for Livingston. He's got it at the 30, but down there short of the first down. Brent Willoughby got it right by the back of the neck.
I believe that's first down, Dave.
Think so?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they don't do a very good job over there placing their chains. It's hard to tell. And it is first down for Glasgow. You're right on top of that one, Burley. So yeah, you're trying to read these things from the chain people across the way, and just can't do it. I don't know what they're doing. They do, and that's what counts, though.
Got to stop them now. This is a series that they've got to stop them.
Yeah, we're down to 5:45 left to go. 1st and 10 for Glasgow from the 28-yard line. Their own 28-yard line, working off the right hash. Meadows getting a little more conservative now. Is going to give it to the big guy, Mitchell. Fumble. Glasgow able to get back on the ball, though.
Well, the good thing about that is the fumble was back farther than Mitchell was able to gain, so that was a pretty good break for Corbin right there.
Yeah, he crossed the 30 to about the 31-yard line. That brings up now 2nd down for the Scotties. Both teams coming back up now to the line of scrimmage. Corbin with the 5-man front defensively. As Meadows takes the snap, he's going to pitch it out there to Fryman. Fryman looking for him around the left, and he's got some. He's up to the 40, to the 43-yard line. That'll be enough for another Glasgow first down.
That one hurt right there, Dave. Quick pitch. That's a play that they've been fairly successful on tonight. They've been able to get outside and pick up some key yardage.
And the clock down to 4:41, 12-6. Glasgow leading Corbin. Both these teams 1 and 2 on the year.
Got a little break there. The clock didn't start on that play.
Always helps. Clock man getting a little bit too much into the game.
Yeah.
We'll take it, though. That helps us.
Stay right in it, clock man.
1st and 10 from the 42-yard line for Glasgow. Wide receivers go each way as Meadows is going to give it up to Fryman, and nowhere to run for Fryman that time. Shut down right on the line of scrimmage. So we're bringing up 2nd down.
Adams makes the hit for the Redhounds.
Meadows doing a good job watching the clock and taking time off before he calls the play. Glasgow in no hurry.
And the clock slowly but surely becoming a big enemy of the Corbin Redhounds. They need possession of the football. 2nd down for Glasgow and 9. Jackson wide to the right. Livingston is wide to the left side. Meadows takes a snap. He's going to pass. Looking for Livingston over the middle. He's got pressure back there, but he runs out of it. And then he is knocked out of bounds near the 50-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
We're just unable to contain them right now.
Man, he was hemmed in some way. He got out of it. That'll bring up third and short now for Glasgow, probably getting into close to 4-down territory here for the Scotties, too.
Oh, I think so. I think if Glasgow doesn't get it right here, that they'll probably go for it.
3 minutes, 49 seconds left to go in the football game. Corbin down 12-6 and just can't get it back away from Glasgow. The Scotties started this drive on their own 2-yard line. They're up now to the 50. Meadows takes the snap, gives it to Mitchell, bowls his way for the first.
Another third down play that Glasgow had to make that they've made. I would guess that they probably made the last 7, 8 third down situations.
Yeah, on that drive where they took the lead a while ago, they made some big ones. Got those on the pass, and they're getting these on the ground, on the run.
I'm not sure how many timeouts Corbin has left. I think 2. They'll need them both.
Yes, indeed. Well, the 1 and 2 Hounds with their back to the wall. Another tough game, though. Another tough opponent here in the Glasgow Scotties. The schedule has not been an easy one for Corbin. But still, 2 games they lost were games that they could have won. Fryman keeping it out to the right side as the Corbin defense falls down. Then he cuts it up to the 45-yard line down there. That'll bring up second down.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. The weather is sure not favoring Corbin at this point.
I mean, it is pouring.
You notice Fryman did a nice thing right there. He could have went on out of bounds and picked up another couple of yards, but he cut it back up in there and kept the clock running.
Whoop. So Glasgow back up on the line, and hear the rain hitting on the roof here. Ball is on the 45-yard line. Here's the snap. And maybe a gain of a yard on the play that time by Metters. Keeping it. And that winding, I'm telling you, that's pretty close to the field right there.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to check you out here for just a few minutes. It's going to be suspended right now anyway.
We have an official timeout, so I'll tell you what, I like Burley. I'll have to get these headsets off here for a minute, and we'll... I'm going to send you back here to Frank. I tell you what, Frank, pick you out a CD and stick her in, and with 2:24 to go, we'll be back here as soon as we can at Glasgow High School. Are you there, Frank? Just put something in there. And I'll get back to you. I'm going to lay this baby down here.